Okay, and we will we'll do an introduction to start and then kind of an introduction at the end for your team, but we're not going to keep going through the same thing. I do want to thank my family, though, right, real quick. They're out there in the middle. All right, my daughter Aubrey and Lily and my wife Lisa. I thank you for coming out. And for our finals, would you like to introduce your team, TJ?
Sure. I'm Ryan Kane. To my left is Maisha Khan. To her left is Laura Schweinfurth. And to her left is John Licato. And we would like to thank our entire team.
Okay, thank you. All right, Frederick High.
To my right is Jules Shabbat. To my far left is Ben Van Bloom. To my immediate left is Nate Anderson. And we'd like to thank Mr. Templeton, Ms. Holtzlander, and all the other teachers here at FHS.
And Urbana.
To my far right is Sarad Hassan. To my immediate right is Jay Fogat. To my left is Gareth Weekly. I'm Madeline Shaw. We'd like to thank the other teams for a fantastic season.
All right. All right, now for our finals. Again, audience, please remember to be quiet and be respectful. Again, round one, competition round, buzzer system for team recognition, as in rounds 3, 4, and 5. 10 questions on the theme, and tonight's theme will be all about science. Let's do a buzzer check real quick.
TJ, seat 4, do it again to make sure. Thanks.
Okay, so our finals round is all about science. I will give you a question that relates to a field of science, and you give me the answer. Question 1. Which planet in our solar system is known for its rings?
TJ.
Saturn.
That is correct. Question 2. What is the positively charged particle in a nucleus?
Urbana.
Proton.
That is correct. Question, I need everybody to be quiet. Question 3, which flower, herb, and perfume ingredient can be found in abundance in Provence, France?
TJ.
Lavender.
That is correct. Question 4, name the only metal that is liquid at room temperature.
Urbana.
Mercury.
That is correct. Question 5, which branch of science deals with the study of matter and energy?
TJ.
Physics.
That is correct. Question 6. What falling fruit supposedly inspired?
Urbana.
Apple.
That is correct. Question 7. Name the German physicist.
TJ.
You have a response?
Einstein.
I'm sorry. I was going to ask, invented a device for measuring radioactivity, and that was Geiger. Question 8. What black metal gave blacksmiths their name?
Urbana.
You have a response?
Okay, cast iron.
Iron is acceptable. That is what I was looking for, but that is fine. Question 9. Name the 5th planet from the sun.
Urbana.
Jupiter.
That is correct. And question 10. A natural science concerned with the study of life and living organisms.
Frederick.
Biology.
That is correct. That ends round 1. Okay, for the second round, again, this is the individual school round. There'll be 6 questions for each team on a variety of topics. 1 point for a correct response, 1 deleted for an incorrect response. And Frederick, you get to choose packet A, B, or C for TJ.
A.
Okay, question 1 for TJ. What is the capital of Oregon?
Salem.
That is correct. Question 2, Tuscany is part of which country?
Italy.
That is correct. Question 3, name the Trojan hero killed by Achilles during the Trojan War, who names today means a bully.
Hector.
That is correct. Of Malcolm, Macduff, or Donalbain, which one is made King of Scotland at the end of the tragedy of Macbeth?
Macduff.
I'm sorry, Malcolm. Question 5. In alpha decay, a particle consisting of 2 protons, and how many neutrons are emitted?
4.
I'm sorry, 2. And question 6, which was the album the Beatles recorded the last time together? You have a response?
Abbey Road.
That is correct. That ends the round. Okay, Urbana gets to choose B or C for Frederick.
B.
And these questions will be for Frederick. Okay, question 1. What is the capital of Vermont?
Montpelier.
That is correct. Question 2. What country contains the biblical rivers of the Tigris and Euphrates?
Iraq.
That is correct. Question 3. In the 1919 Supreme Court decision of Schenck versus the United States, the doctrine of clear and present danger was formulated by what famous U.S. Supreme Court justice and Civil War veteran?
Oliver Wendell Holmes.
That is correct. Question 4. In the final act, scene 3 of this tragedy, 3 people died, 2 whom are the titles of the character, Romeo and Juliet. What was the other unfortunate soul? You have a response?
Tybalt.
I'm sorry, Count Paris. Question 5. How many neutrons are in an atom of sodium with an atomic number of 11 and atomic mass number of 23?
$12.
That is correct. And question 6. Which instrument did Miles Davis, the jazz musician, play?
Trumpet.
That is correct. That ends the round for Frederick. And these are for Urbana. Okay, question 1 for Urbana. What is the capital of Wisconsin?
Madison.
That is correct. Question 2. The Ural Mountains form an eastern border of what continent?
Europe.
That is correct. Question 3. Name the failed liberation attempt of Cuba by JFK.
Bay of Pigs.
That is correct. Question 4. The following are all characters in what novel? Judge Thatcher, Widow Douglas, Mary Jane, Miss Watson, and the Duke. You have a response?
Adventures of Huckleberry Finn.
That is correct. Question 5. This German physicist developed the quantum theory of energy in 1900. He won a Nobel Prize for physics in 1918 for that work. Name him. You have a response?
Planck.
That is correct. And question 6. What is the nickname of the American singer Bruce Springsteen?
The Boss.
That is correct. That ends the round. Okay. All right, for the third round, again, is the math round. You will have 30 seconds to answer the question. Once the scores table recognizes you, though, those questions do need to be immediate. And we are ready to go. Everybody ready? Okay, question 1 is a math question. Give all real solutions to the equation x cubed minus 6x squared plus 8x equals 0.
Urbana.
2 and 4.
I'm sorry, I have 0, 2, and 4, but all 3 must be given. Question 2. What South American country comes last alphabetically?
TJ.
Uruguay.
I'm sorry, I have Venezuela. Question 3 is a math question. A dry cubical sponge with a volume of 32 cubic centimeters is immersed in water and swells to a cube with double the volume. What is the surface area of the cube of the soaked sponge?
Urbana.
96.
That is correct. Question 4. Question 4. What European art museum opened?
Urbana.
The Louvre.
That is correct. Question 5 is a mathematics question. Is the function sine of x plus tangent of x, or 2x, I'm going to read that again. Is the function sine of x plus tangent of 2x even, odd, or neither?
Urbana.
Neither.
I'm sorry, I have odd. Question 6. What is Europe's most mountainous country?
TJ.
Switzerland.
That is correct. Question 7 is a math question. The heights of a population have a mean of 130 and a standard deviation of 6. What is the standard deviation of the distribution of the sample means with sample size of 9?
Time.
And the answer is 2. Question 8. What was the former name of the famous Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam?
Frederick.
Saigon.
That is correct. Question 9 is a math question. What is the value of the integral from 0 to infinity of e to the minus x power dx?
Frederick.
Response?
-1.
I'm sorry, the answer is positive 1. Question 10. During 1497 to 1498, this explorer became the first to reach India from Europe by sailing around.
TJ.
Da Gama.
That is correct. That ends the round. Okay, for our 4th round tonight, we have our World War I questions. Same rules apply. Are we ready? Okay, question 1. This leader of Italy at the end of World War...
Urbana.
Orlando.
That is correct. Question 2. The Russian army lacked funding that would often send troops into battle with 2-man units, where one soldier would have a gun and the other would have a clip of bullets. But the royal family lived in luxury, which led to the end of the Romanov family. Who was the last czar?
Urbana.
Nicholas II.
That is correct. Question 3. Both sides truly believed that a great cavalry battle cavalry charge would end the war. Instead, this mechanized machine...
Frederick.
The tank.
That is correct. Changed the war. Question 4. On average, approximately 230 soldiers were killed for every hour of World War I. 90% of these deaths occurred in between...
Frederick.
The Battle of the Somme.
I'm sorry. They occurred between the 2 trench lines. What was the zone between the 2 trench? No man's land. Question 5. Siegfried Sassoon, Sir Robert Graves, and Wilfred Owen all were poets of the war and also went through treatment known as the talking cure. Even though many of the soldiers were experimented on with electroshock therapy, name the science that emerged out of the ashes of World War I that Freud would be proud of.
Urbana.
Psychology.
That is correct. Question 6. Name the U.S. carrier pigeon that flew in the Meuse-Argonne battle at the end of the war. was wounded multiple times, but still got its message through. The pigeon was retired after the war to the Smithsonian Zoo and rests today in the American History Museum at the Smithsonian. Famous American Cher Ami. Question 7. In previous wars, a unit's army or flag was considered the most important symbol and were protected at all costs. During World War I, a weapon took the place.
Urbana.
Machine gun.
That is correct. Question 8. Although there's a debate where the name originated, chalky white colored from marching in the Mexican-American War or from naval containers.
TJ.
Doughboy.
That is correct. What was the nickname of the soldiers in World War I? Question 9. They became the heroes of World War I. What job did the following famous men do in World War I? Rene Frank, Edward Manock, Eddie Rickenbacker.
Urbana.
They were pilots.
That is correct, and I didn't even have to get the Manfred von Richthofen. Question 10. This battle was to be the great breakout battle. You could win your war with going to the war with your pal, and it was the largest military bombardment.
Urbana.
The Somme.
That is correct, and that ends the round. Got one in there, huh? Okay, for our final round tonight, I will allow you guys to do a last introduction or say anything else you want. TJ.
No new players, but we'd like to thank everybody for everything.
All right, Frederick High.
Welcome.
To my right is Ryan Kite, to my left is Ben Van Bloom, and we would like to thank Mr. Gadra and all the people that make this possible every week.
Well, thank you, Mr. Diaz. And Urbana.
No new players, but thank you.
All right. I also do want to say thanks to all the advisors, okay? I know you guys have thanked them throughout the night, but they kind of really hold this all together, and not only do they train you, but we always meet in the beginning and they come up with all the topics and ideas and refreshing things to do, and they always keep me on check if I make a mistake, so. All right, so for our last round, again, 20 questions, kind of for all the marbles here, 1 point for a correct response, 1 deleted for an incorrect response. And question 1 will be, what is the common term for the 2 treaties that ended the 30 Years' War in 1648?
Urbana.
Treaty of Utrecht.
I'm sorry, it was the Treaty of, or the Peace of Westphalia, the 2 treaties that ended the thing commonly referred to. Question 2. This former gold medal winner in figure skating at the Vancouver Games was the center of controversy for coming in...
TJ.
Una Kim.
That is correct. Question 3. Crew members from this Chinese ship, the Snow Dragon, rescued 52 people from a Russian research vessel that had been stuck in the ice in place for 9 days. Where was this place?
Frederick.
Antarctica.
That is correct. Question 4. King Lear said, how sharper than a serpent's tooth it is to have a thankless child. To which child was he referring to?
Frederick.
You have a response?
Cordelia?
That is correct. Question 5. He wrote over a dozen novels and many short stories, including Miss Temptation, The Barnhouse Effect.
Frederick.
Kurt Vonnegut.
That is correct. Question 6. Where is the largest collection of gold in the world kept?
Urbana.
Fort Knox.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The New York Federal Reserve. Question 7. The tails of comets always point away from the sun due to solar winds. Solar wind is a continuous stream of particles carrying electric charges. What is the collective name for these particles?
TJ.
Radiation.
I'm sorry, ions. Question 8. This woman was confirmed as the new Federal Reserve Chairman.
Urbana.
Yellen.
That is correct. Question 9. Measured in ohms, it is an apparent resistance.
Frederick.
resistance,
I'm sorry. I was going to ask you what type, and it's impedance. I was going to give you the 4 choices. Sorry, question 10. What French painter painted larger-than-life portraits of Napoleon on horseback?
Urbana.
David.
That is correct. Question 11 is a 2-part question. When his masterpiece was published in 1851, it was not a success. It was not until the 1920s that this historical novel was rediscovered. Name both the work and the author of the novel that include Ahab, Ishmael.
TJ.
Moby Dick and Herman Melville.
That is correct. Question 12. For the first time ever, a trial based on alleged defamation via social media site began in the United States. Attorney Rhonda Holmes is suing her former client, rock musician and actress Courtney Love, over information in which Love claimed that Holmes had been bought off in a case related to her estate of former husband Kurt Cobain.
TJ.
You have a response?
Nirvana.
I'm sorry, I was going to ask you what form of social media was it on, and that was what the case was about, and that was Twitter. Question 13. Comcast created a partnership to assist this company.
Urbana.
Time Warner.
I'm sorry, it was Netflix. They just created a partnership with Netflix. Question 14. This composer was a boy prodigy who wrote music in Austria.
Urbana.
Mozart.
That is correct. Question 15. Name the longest and largest artery in the human body.
TJ.
Aorta.
That is correct. Question 16. Which of the 5 phases, states of matter, is defined as having a definite volume and...
Urbana.
Solid.
I'm sorry, and no definite shape was a liquid. Question 17. This long story, short story by Joseph Conrad, used by Francis Ford.
Frederick.
Heart of Darkness.
That is correct. Question 18. Nick Adams is the central character in a series of short stories by this author, known for his muscular style and novels of war, hunting, and fishing. Nick appeared in Killers.
Urbana.
You have a response?
Hemingway.
Say that again.
Hemingway.
You are correct. Question 19. The concepts of salvation. Are we ready? You guys okay? The concepts of salvation by faith alone, the ministry of.
Urbana.
Okay. Luther.
That is correct. And question 20. What Englishman led the New Model Army in a civil war?
Frederick.
Oliver Cromwell.
That is correct. That ends the match. Okay, folks, we're going to do the award ceremony real quick. Dr. Albin's going to speak to us just for a moment, and then we are going to introduce the teams, all the teams, and our champions this year, Urbana. So without further ado.
Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to thank all of the parents, administrators, and teachers who are here to support the students. I know they made you very proud this evening. To our amazing advisors, the time you give to these teams, the work you do, they were truly incredible this evening, and you have very, very much to be proud of. And to all of the students who are here this evening, you are models of what it means to be collaborative, to work hard and persevere. And I have to tell you, as a member of the audience, it is almost painful to watch the agony on your faces during so much of this when you have so much to be very, very proud of. You all were amazing, and I just can't say enough about the job that you did, so congratulations to every student in here tonight.
Okay. Okay, so with that being said, I would like to call up our first team, Brunswick High School. Good job, guys. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Look at the Ravens. They got a little wild there. It's funny. Okay, the next team is from Catoctin High School. I'll skip Frederick High, and then we'll go in Thomas Johnson. I'll go right to Ligon. This is Catoctin High School. Okay, our next team, Ligonor High School. That was great. That would end up being really the match. This is Urbana's first time, I think. Oh, yeah. Great hands. They got him already. Okay, the next group from Middletown High School. Our last year's champion and the year before champion. Okay, Oakdale High School. A group from Oakdale High School. Did they leave after the beginning? Oh. Okay, our next group is from Tuscarora High School. Okay, and Walkersville High School. TJ I have my cool pen because of her. She's not here tonight, is she? Okay, and our third place finisher of tonight was Governor Thomas Johnson High School. Okay, and our second place team tonight, our home school, and thank you again, home school, Frederick High School. And our first-time winner, my former school, but bask in their glory, Urbana High School. Congratulations. You guys can stay up on, Urbana, come back up on the stage. Part two. I do remember that. All right. Second time winners. I remember that was Reichel, Kavanaugh, and Crosby era. All right. Congratulations again to Urbana High School. You guys can stay up there for just a few more minutes. We do have an award, and it's a very special award to give out, opportunity to present this. It's the Secondary Curriculum Specialist Award for somebody that is an individual that contributed a great deal to the success of the academic tournament, all right? And this is given this year to Marcia Thompson. She is not here tonight, but she's not here, right? Correct? I'm right there. But she is ill right now, but all of the backdrop, all of that programming, all of the live scoring feed was her idea and all of that. So this award goes to her, and we really want to thank her. It really changed the intensity of the matches. Everybody knew where it was, so it really stepped up our thing. And she did a great job, and I will give this to Dave, and he will get that to her. And without anything else, congratulations, Urbana, and everybody have a safe drive home, and good night.